This man right here was the most photographed man in the whole world in the 19th century. This man, called Frederick Douglass, posed for over 160 portraits and photos. He was even photographed more than the American president then. But the reason as to why he did all these pictures is going to leave you very amazed. Let me explain. Today, when you search for an African country on the internet, you are bombarded with scenes of bloodshed, poverty, war, Ebola, disease, and everything that is far away from true human dignity. African people and people of color have been stripped of their own dignity. There is a silent war between the mainstream media and people of color. It may seem very bad today, but it was worse in America during the 19th century.
The Negro will no longer be a slave to an individual master. He will be a slave to society.
You see, in the late 19th century, newspapers and radios were full of images, stories that depicted people of African descent as inferior and dangerous. The image of the dark-skinned people were tarnished in the minds of society. As a result, many dark-skinned people began hating themselves and everything associated with being black because they looked at themselves as inferior. The lies and inaccurate images portrayed Africans and black families as poor, unstable, and criminal. The media smear campaign against black people was getting stronger. This forced the African Americans to find a way to resist and fight the mainstream media message of malice and hate. African Americans used photography as a tool to tell their truth of who they really are. The camera became the gun against the lies. Photography started changing the story and narrative of the African American people. You see, most of these people at this time in the 19th century were slaves, but they did not let their pictures depict them as slaves. Posing for photographs during this time became an empowering act for the black people. It served as a way to stop the racist motivated lies that depicted black people as ugly. Photography gave African American people an opportunity to tell their stories of dignity. This is the movement that made studio photography popular. In these family portraits, you see themselves portrayed as dignified people. Studio photos were meant to empower, define, and redefine beauty contained within the whole black experience. Many black families embraced styled glamour photo shoots. This fight did not stop with just Frederick Douglass. We see Muhammad Ali referring to himself as the great, handsome, at a time where mainstream media considered dark-skinned people ugly.
I am the greatest. I am the king of the world. Hold it.
Photography wasn't yet popular at this time as it is today, but great men like Frederick Douglass used it as a tool to change the narrative of how the world viewed black men in society. In fact, when you look at most of these pictures, they took time to pose, they took time to look beautiful, they took time to dress up in their most decent costumes because they knew they were kings, they were queens, they were princesses, and that is the same dignity they wanted to portray in their imagery. Because of this, the black American community has been able to influence fashion, music, and redefine consumer habits and lifestyle today. This video is not about racism. It is about you. It is about your story. In this day and age where we have photography accessible to almost everyone, you have an opportunity to tell and preserve your story of dignity. Not just for you, but for the future generation in the best way that there is. Question is, how are you going to tell this story? You see, we live in a society where people will judge you based on how they see and feel about you. Truth be told, you will never have control of how others see you or how others feel about you. That is why they say, take care of the outside for the people and the inside for God. One of my favorite authors, Jimon, says, the best gift you can ever give your children and those that you love the most are your photographs and journals. Take beautiful photos of you and celebrate yourself and leave a legacy that will inspire the children of your children, because You are on a mission of protecting, preserving the dignity of your people. Make every photo shoot a mission of revealing our greatness as a people. Be like Frederick Douglass. Don't just do it for you. Do it because the dignity of you and your people matters. Invite a friend to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.